Welcome to the Woyu channel. Today we received one very cool home use machine from NerdQAxe Plus's 4.8 terahashes machine. Let us unbox and take a look. Opening the box, the first things visible are one manual, plus the miner main unit plus the power supply. This machine is extremely large. This is the air-cooled version. The included power supply is 12 volts 10 amperes, meaning a total power consumption of 120 watts. This implies that this machine power consumption will not exceed 120 watts. But what I want to formally introduce today is not this air-cooled version solo miner, but rather the water-cooled version. This is something I have thought about for a long time, a solution to equip home miners with water cooling. The last time I saw water cooling on a home miner was on AlphaPex's DG Home 1. Previously, when I used the Gamma 601, I often thought if there was an opportunity, and if this circuit board could handle such high power consumption, I wanted to modify my 601 with water cooling. But now they have truly realized my idea. Home use lottery miner water cooling. Without further ado, let us directly look at its parameters. They both utilize Bitmain S21's BM1370 chips. A full 4 chips, they both claim to reach 4.8 terahashes, with power consumption of only 90 watts. We will verify during later hands-on testing whether this data is correct. If they can truly use around 90 watts power consumption to reach 4.8, then they are truly currently on the market, the most cost-effective solo miners. First, let us check the bare weight of the air-cooled version. Only 0.466 kilograms. Let us check the weight of the air-cooled version with packaging. Approximately 1.25 kilograms. Next contestant, this is the water-cooled version. On the scale, approximately 0.865 kilograms. Seems almost twice as heavy. Because the water-cooled version temporarily has no packaging, we can only weigh it together with the power supply. With the power supply's weight, approximately 1.452 kilograms. You might not be particularly familiar with NerdQAxe Plus's size. This view gives a clearer perspective. This one is the BTC 601. This is the 601's plus version. Its size is roughly like this. At that time I considered adding water cooling to this 601, then see if it could overclock, but because it never had a suitable fan or suitable water cooling, and because water cooling has higher power consumption. Moreover, this circuit board also couldn't support such a large water cooling system for heat dissipation, so I gave up. But now, water cooling appears in the NerdQAxe Plus version. Very pleasantly surprised. I will now turn off the filming lights to fully simulate a home environment at night. This water-cooled version is indeed very cool. I think it is the best-looking lottery miner currently on the market. But according to my understanding, you probably cannot change its RGB color, because it likely lacks the port to control colors. And this infinity mirror is truly awesome. If you don't use it as a miner, just placing it directly at home like this is actually a very cool thing. The screen on this NerdQAxe Plus has many upgraded aspects. For the screen selection, they used a LiLiGo product. Veteran miners should recall, LiLiGo is the manufacturer that previously made those USB miners. This screen on the NerdQAxe Plus, besides regular information, if we press the button on top, you can see your mining pool. Press again to see the real-time coin price. Press again, you can see the global mining difficulty, global hash rate, and how many blocks have been mined. It displays quite a lot of information. Very interesting. Let us see what is different on the main board. It has added CE, FC, UK, CA certifications. Regarding the heat sinks, it uses 3 small heat sinks for the Wi-Fi module. If I am not mistaken, it should be for the Wi-Fi module. If I am wrong, you can correct me in the comments section. I feel this version of the lottery miner. Its build quality, the PCB fabrication is better than the previous BTC series and more solid. The thickness of this board is actually very substantial. For the brackets, they still use 3D printing. I believe it is 3D printing because the material of this previous one also feels like 3D printed resin. But it is also very sturdy. Look, it can support the entire water cooling structure, which demonstrates its quality. The printing thickness and weight are not low. The manufacturer claims both machines consume around 70 watts. We have now run both machines for about 1 hour 26 minutes each. Let us look at their actual power consumption. This air-cooled version is now around 4.8 terahashes, and its actual power consumption reaches 97 watts. I placed the tester about 30 centimeters from the machine. Its exhaust air temperature is the same as room temperature, approximately 26.5 degrees Celsius, and its noise is around 47.6 decibels. This noise level is very quiet, basically having no major impact on the environment. This is the air-cooled version's performance. The hash rate has now reached 4.8 terahashes. Let us look at its actual power consumption, only about 90 watts. The noise performance of the water-cooled version is around 49 decibels. Its exhaust temperature is also consistent with room temperature, approximately 25 degrees Celsius, when both run at full 4.8 terahashes per second. The chip temperature difference between water and air-cooled is about 8 to 10 degrees Celsius. During this filming session, we discovered something interesting, that their hash rate ramp-up time is quite long. Let us test them separately. We will restart them now to see how long they take from 0 to full 4.8 terahashes. Let us summarize these two machines. Actually, their power efficiency ratios do not differ significantly. It depends on whether you prefer the more aesthetically pleasing water cooling or the more ordinary yet practical air cooling. This is up to the user's own choice. Their quietness level makes them very suitable to place at home or in any corner of an office for use. And the 4.8 terahashes claim is not false advertising. Both machines during testing ran steadily at 4.8 terahashes without issues. For a home miner, the most important aspect is still power efficiency. Their power efficiency ratio is actually comparable to Bitmain's S21 and the S21 water-cooled version. After all, they all use the same chips, BM1370 as the Bitmain S21. So I will boldly conclude, buying them is equivalent to buying a small Bitmain S21 to mine at home. If you are solo mining Bitcoin, 100 watts power consumption for 4.8 terahashes, placed in your home, with a lottery draw every 10 minutes. I find it quite appealing, especially the water-cooled version, placed in your home. In the living room, it is also a perfect decorative piece. It can also give your home a cyberpunk feel. If you are interested in the NerdQAxe++ or other mining machines, welcome to our Woyu channel or our TG group to get the latest mining machine information and the most favorable prices daily. See you in the next episode.